your night tonight.
The National Basketball Association and the Charlotte Hornets are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, using improper language or gestures, entering the court, or interrupting play. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to ejection and possible arrest. Please report any violation of these rules to the nearest usher, security, or arena staff member. Don't miss your chance to join us for upcoming Hornets games. We still have tickets available online or at our ticket booth.
And out here getting loose, guys going through some drills. We're almost at game time, folks. Welcome, everyone, to a great Sunday night with the NBA here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Miles Bridges.
And you can never fully predict these long-term trends, but it's apparent that the production has been on the decline here a bit. That doesn't mean it will stay that way. And look, so many ways he can impact the team as well. Not always just about the scoring.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. The post pairing, Johnson along with Porzingis. Alexander Walker in at shooting guard and Reza Shea at the small forward. And it's Young in at the point. And for Charlotte, Ball is the point with Miller on the wing. Bridges out there with MP. And it's Knipple in at the 3 spot. Now upon a really intriguing part of the season, Greg, it seems we've seen enough to give these teams some kind of identity.
I tell you, if teams are still searching for an identity, it's fair to say things probably aren't going well.
Ball, good, and it's MP picking up the assist.
And he's really a smart offensive player. You have to respect Ball's strong sense for when to take that jumper.
Here's Reza Shea. Back to Young, from past the arc. And it's MP with the rebound. Here's Charlotte. Ball, the pass to Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Just rising up with purpose. Allow Bridges to get this kind of positioning. He is going to hammer it home.
Now, here's Johnson. His scoring average sitting at 15 points a game right now. That's a pretty sizable contribution. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
And this is the attack mindset you want to see coming into the game.
You knew they were going to be aggressive, and now you see them executing that.
Ball with the bucket.
LaMelo using that body control there, making a play off contact.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I caught up with Coach Charles Lee. We talked about how Kristaps Porzingis can warp a defense with his shooting. He said, quote, when they post him outside and go 5 out, it stretches a team. We'll need to adjust by closing out and rotating faster than we're used to. Hopefully that helps us against what they're trying to do. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Young drives in, stolen by Ball. Miller outside, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Good anticipation from this crafty wingman. Bridges enjoys taking chances and going for the alley-oop.
And last season, Tim, Paul Millsap retired. He was an all-star in each of his 4 years in Atlanta.
Well, he helped guide the Hawks to the Eastern Conference Finals back in 2015. That team overachieved through chemistry, and this group hopes to do the same thing.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Atlanta. 6-point game. Their last encounter was in Atlanta.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
Well, I don't think you can look at these matchups and think it can be just one guy. I would have everybody on the glass to help out.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Young. Now Reza Shea. Clock at 6. There's the 3. Hornets with the rebound. MP's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Charlotte moving it around. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Hawks trail by 11. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And that's what he does every night. He stretches the floor. Trae Young at his best.
Pass the ball. Now Knippel. For the 3. And again, it's Charlotte with the 3.
And the story here, Kevin, early on, is how well they shot the basketball.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Right now, as a coach, you're looking out on the floor and you're wondering, do I have the right 5 on the court together?
Charlotte making some changes. Diabate's checked in, and it's Sexton in for Brandon Miller. Then for the Hawks, Okongwu comes in for Porzingis, and Dyson Daniels subbed in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Now, here's Johnson. 17 points for him last game against the Celtics in Boston.
And he was a force on the glass, absolutely dominant. And it just feels like his poor shooting has been contagious to his entire team as they find themselves trailing.
Paul with a wide open look. A three-pointer off the mark.
He created the opening, he got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss is just on him.
And Young, here we go. Launches it. It's hauled in by MP. Martin's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Sexton for 3. Here's Diabate. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Now Reza Shea, still without a basket. Back to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Tim, it feels like the bigger the stakes, the better we're going to see Trae Young play.
Well, Kevin, he's had his moments in the playoffs, and he embraces the spotlight, home or away. He won't shy from being the villain. That's the kind of chip he...
Substitution on the court.
On the court for Atlanta, the backcourt guards are Young and Daniels. Johnson and Okongwu man the post positions. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 3 slot. Daniels dishes to Young. Here's Alexander Walker. 14 points from him the last game against Boston.
And he was outstanding getting to the line and converting.
Paxton coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 4 assists now tonight.
And Young is just an intelligent player. He knows precisely when he should look for an open teammate.
It's deflected. Ball, the pass to MP. Now Knipple. He's covered by Daniels. Ball from long range. Hands it from downtown. Ball's got it all tied up now for the Hornets. Here's Alexander Walker. He's got 5. Inside, here's Johnson. Lays it up off the glass. Johnson's got 4 points this quarter.
I really like when Johnson is finding his own offense like this, particularly when he's that close to the basket.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Heat got the job done. He picked up 18 points, and he was his usual self on the glass, piling up the rebounds. Really just a phenomenal performance from him. Here's hoping we see more of the same from him in this one, guys.
Great stuff as always, Allie. Thank you. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
Well, I expect they'll go to him early here, hoping for a repeat performance.
Alexander Walker on the wing. Johnson outside. And it's off from three-point range.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Martin kicks the ball. Over Daniels. Ball no good.
Well, he got the shot he loves, and the defense should honestly be relieved he didn't punish them for being a little bit soft there in the mid-range.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. Stolen by Knipple. To the paint. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's Daniels. Lays it up and banks it in. Daniels has got the lead up to 4 now for Atlanta.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Martin finds Miller. Here's Diabate. There's Ball with the 3. Buried from outside. And I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close.
The previous play is under review.
They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
And they're making sure on this one, even though it may not matter in the grand scheme, but the replay process is faster than ever. You know, why not?
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
They're going to switch the call. There is no doubt, looking at the replay, that he got it off in time.
Well, it's good they decided to take another look at it. I know some folks don't like how replay slows the game down and interrupts the flow, but when you have it there, you got to use it.
A big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy for the Hawks. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
In that game against the Spurs, I know they're technically underdogs, but they don't think that. They think they're coming out with a W, man.
A positive group with a lot of confidence. And let's discuss the first half. So far, Atlanta's in a close one.
Total team effort. Instead of 5 starters, it's like they've got 7 or 8 guys getting it done. That's how good the reserves have been tonight, guys.
Lots of interchangeable parts. They can throw different lineups at you. Keeps you guessing. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Porzingis having a dominant impact in this game.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
Ball is the point with Miller on the wing. Bridges out there with Knipple, and it's Martin in at the 5. So that's the Hornets 5. And a rangy 6'7" wing GA with a smooth shooting touch. Brandon Miller fits a mold that a lot of teams are looking for.
And there's a reason he was the second overall pick in 23. He's got the potential to be an impact wing at both ends of the floor. And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Ball surveying the defense. MP with a screen on Johnson. Bridges passes to Martin. Oh, MP makes it look easy.
Great job by MP there, staying ready, making himself a threat off the ball.
Porzingis with a screen on Ball. Young pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Risacher. They get it back. Porzingis. Good defense by MP.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Bridges misses.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Johnson outside. Pass to Porzingis. Young outside. Fires from deep. Drains it from beyond the arc. Young's got 9.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Hornets have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Ball from long range.
Oh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Johnson gets the bucket.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
Miller kicks the ball. Risacher with the steal. And now here comes Young leading the break. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Young's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, all options are available for this offense when Trae Young has the ball in the open floor.
Ball from long range. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Trae Young is getting recognition for his playmaking. He said, I've been top 5 in assists since I've been in this league, but I've been able to score so easily. People consider that selfish at times. I'm not even worrying about what people got to say. I know what I do. Kevin?
Yeah, tuning out the noise. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. You often hear that the skill level in the league has never been higher, Greg, and some say this is the peak of the game. What do you think?
And I'll tell you this, Kevin, I'm not complaining. If the league can improve upon this, the sky is really the limit.
Young finds Risacher. And the rebound goes to Martin.
Well, the defense was solid, but usually I expect him to make that layup.
Bridges passes to Martin, and he gets it to go. Martin's got 8 points.
And this is the thing about MP. He has the poise to take high percentage shots.
Young looking around. Porzingis sets the pick for Young. And it's Alexander Walker in the corner. From outside, off the mark. Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Charlotte moving the ball around. Pass to Knipple. No good on the 3. The Hawks trail. Here's Alexander Walker. And a dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Just great anticipation by Young. He just sees the play developing, knows exactly where he wants to go with the ball.
Pass to Kneppel. Outside, ball. Three-pointer. Atlanta with the rebound. Johnson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Stolen by Ball. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Martin's got 4 assists in the game. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Hornets.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
I really like their effort in transition tonight, constantly pushing the pace and then turning that into points.
Bridges outside. Ball from long range. Rebound, Atlanta.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Pass to Rizachet. Porzingis sets the pick for Rizachet. To the middle. And it's Porzingis. Time on the assist by Rizachet. Porzingis has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, they're winning this game in large part due to how efficient he's been, and it's why they'll continue to go to him.
The league's long-distance bombers are setting their sights on the three-point contest this season. Here are some of the early favorites to make up the field.
And I love the way the voting is shaping up, Kevin. We'll have an excellent contest if these...
Checked in for the Hornets. Miller comes in for James. Rizachet, he's checked in for Atlanta. Alexander Walker comes in for Dyson Daniels. Charlotte trailing, and so in the game for the Hawks. Alexander Walker in at shooting guard and Rizachet at the small forward. Okongwu is out there with Porzingis, and it's Young in at the 1.
And there's one aspect of the game LaMelo's not going to ignore, keeping his teammates involved and the offense working as a unit.
Okongwu with a screen on Sexton. Here's Porzingis, and a dunk by Porzingis.
Making the most of the screen, that's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
And because of the combination of strength and blazing speed, Sexton can get to the line at a high rate.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Hawks.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
And they have left the defense scrambling because they have found success in the paint, which has allowed them to play inside out.
As to Porzingis, 5 to shoot. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Johnson for 3, and the rebound goes to Martin. Martin's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Picked off in midair. To the inside. Here's Johnson. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. It goes on Kneppel. Brandon Miller, he's checked in for Colin Sexton. And Tim, breaking down Jalen Johnson's game, what jumps out to you?
Well, Kevin, I think it's his versatility. He can really do everything out there. And when you combine it with his size and athleticism, he's got star written all over him.
Ball. Diving in.
And that is a big-time basket. LaMelo entered the league at 19 with such high expectations. This young man ball is used to the spotlight.
Here's Porzingis. That does not go. Bridges outside. Now MP. Oh, that's a monster jam by MP.
Well, a lot of young players get caught up in the moment, but not MP. He is as cool as a cucumber.
Johnson outside. Porzingis against Martin. Fade away from... outside.
And you can rely on Porzingis in these moments. He's always ready to shoulder the load offensively. There's a fearlessness that Bridges brings to this team. He just welcomes the chance to take important shots.
Now Porzingis.
And putting his long arms there to good use. Porzingis has a large catch radius on those alley-oops.
Charlotte trailing. Ball. It's good. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to one shot.
Here's Porzingis. Oh, what a play inside.
Keep getting it to this man. I mean, once Porzingis catches fire, there is no putting that out.
Now Ball. All of a bit from Martin. Yep, that goes down.
And Ball ready for these moments, showing he wants the rock in his hands. Love it.
Ball against Young. 8 feet out. Ball with the rebound.
Well, that's two good players going at each other. Advantage to the defense that time.
Dangerous score from just about every area. Bridges very good at capitalizing in a number of ways.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout.
And you know what's happening here, Porter fans. Everyone get loud and give it up for your hot.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, Quinn Snyder had some words for his team over the break. Coach telling the team, we're right in this. We have to keep fighting. If we can get consecutive stops, we've got a shot. We'll see if they can come back, guys.
Thank you, Allie.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
What a big-time shot. Those are the moments you dream about as a kid.
Now Miller. Porzingis pulls it down.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
There it is. That is ice cold by Trae Young. Huge bucket.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. So I'm looking at the clock, and guys, the situation. What do you think we're going to see next?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
I am really curious to see what he's got in store here.
And they commit an intentional foul. This is another one of those so they can get into the penalty. And so they foul intentionally.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
And does the pressure affect it? Nope, not that time. Not for players who practice these moments. Well executed.
Knueppel with it. From outside, and get the 3. And so it's the Hawks who come out on top. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
Now, let's send it over to Dominic Hamill.
As outsiders watching the games, we don't know what players are thinking or feeling. There are nights every year where, for whatever reason, the team just looks flat. The juice isn't there. Did it feel that way today for you?
I don't like that term, Dom. Flat always sounds like an excuse to me. We lined up across from the other team, and they walked away with the win. We'll bounce back.
Sure you will, Andy. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dominic, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. So long, everyone.